while you just prattling. No time for me, no tangling. Hit you in the spot with no angling.
I'm not a princess.
A lot of anger in it.
Where could you come from? Oh no, don't you know?
Flash bronze coated with spangles. Add some sounds and at times wangles. Three dots connect to rectangles. Just like music sounds connect and rambles.
You cannot run away
Hell nah, no man can run away.
from me. I stay in hell, that's for me. It's demolition, wiping over.
Wipe out.
I want gold until it's over. It's coalition. This is our wreckage. Come to me and let it be one.
Been a little while, but I'm still battling. Moving fast while you just prattling. No time for me, no tangling. Hit you in the spot with no angling.
I'm not a princess.
A lot of anger in it.
Where could you come from? Oh no, don't you know?
Flash bronze coated with spangles. Add some sounds and at times wangles. Three dots connect to rectangles. Just like music sounds connect and rambles.
You cannot run away
Hell nah, no man can run away.
from me. I stay in hell, that's for me. It's demolition, wiping over.
Wipe out.
I want gold until it's over. It's coalition. This is our wreckage. Come to me and let it be one. I've never felt like so miserable. I've never felt like thinking this will last forever. They're just with me. You gotta tell no, you can all over me. When stars smile and move, while the hollow in your eyes, just dialing your number, fading to place the last two. Right in the how the moon reaches us. If you hold me tight, feeling happy so close, will this last long? I've never felt like so miserable. I've never felt like thinking this will last forever. They're just with me. You gotta tell no, you can all over me. When stars smile and move, while the hollow in your eyes, just dialing your number, fading to place the last two. Right in the how the moon reaches us. If you hold me tight, feeling happy so close, will this last long? It's a war out there every day. You can't hide from me. You gotta pray for the rules, pretty cool, gotta laugh in the face of this out screen. When your friends and boss look alike on the face of it, they miss the history, but they fight all the place in it. Yeah, they fight all the place in it. Had it by the times, they just had the life goes by. I know it's not what you say, but there ain't no other way. So step on up to the plate. Need your faith, we can spread out into the light of love. Step on up to the plate, 'cause this ain't a game. It's time to make history, yeah.
Battlegrounds right here. It's a man's world. Gotta get ready for this right here. Hey yo. Here's a way, anger beats loud, face reality. Never be charity. The enemy you're fighting covers all society. Damn right, mommy's not here, gonna fight all night. Right here, shadow 10 o'clock direction. Seize the moment, destroy the nation. You rhyme slow motion, give me motivation. Breathe out now, and then on the rival. Round up around, spit out all over. Rhyme like a rolling stone, come in the crowd. Watch out the moon, that this too loud. This what this sound, and bombs whole ground. Surround up, don't ease your pace, 'cause enemies brutal. Moment of truth, there ain't no truth. You're the only one world, one law. But the battle goes on, shadows all mass destruction.
Ooh, yeah. Down, 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 down. Baby, baby. Down, 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 down. Ooh, yeah. Down, 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 down. Baby, baby. Down, 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 down. Ooh, yeah. Down, 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 down. Baby, baby. Down, 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 down. Ooh, yeah. Down, 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 down. Baby, baby. Down, 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 down.
Battlegrounds right here. It's a man's world. Gotta get ready for this right here. Hey yo. Here's a way, anger beats loud, face reality. Never be charity. The enemy you're fighting covers all society. Damn right, mommy's not here, gonna fight all night. Right here, shadow 10 o'clock direction. Seize the moment, destroy the nation. You rhyme slow motion, give me motivation. Breathe out now, and then on the rival. Round up around, spit out all over. Rhyme like a rolling stone, come in the crowd. Watch out the moon, that this too loud. This what this sound, and bombs whole ground. Surround up, don't ease your pace, 'cause enemies brutal. Moment of truth, there ain't no truth. You're the only one world, one law. But the battle goes on, shadows all mass destruction.
Ooh, yeah. Down, 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 down. Baby, baby. Down, 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 down. Ooh, yeah. Down, 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 down. Baby, baby. Down, 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 down. Ooh, yeah. Down, 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 down. Baby, baby. Down, 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 down. Ooh, yeah. Down, 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 down. Baby, baby. Down, 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 down.
Let's get started, everybody. This is week 5 of the Community Dota 2 League. This week's game modes are something special. We've got, for the second game, all random, something we've done before, right? Nothing too crazy, but for game 1, what we're about to jump into right now, Reverse Captain's Mode. This is one of the more obscure Dota 2 game modes. This one does not show up often, and that's why we're doing it. We're just going to jump right into it now. If anyone's unfamiliar with Reverse Captain's Mode, it's like Captain's Mode, but you draft for the other team. It is a fucking shit show, and that's what we like over here at the Redacted University Dota 2 Community League. Pretty sure that's correct. Pretty sure I said that right. We reached 10 players very quickly this week. I'm very proud. Connection failure. Alright, what is going on, fellas? Maybe we've got to double check the settings here. Everything looks fine to me. You know, server location, Australia. Let's just click start. If it's because Reverse Captain's Mode doesn't work, that's going to be a betrayal for sure. Maybe I should do a quick Google search. No one's played this game mode for years, so maybe it's just broken. I'm being told that it's Mr. Meeseeks who's not loading. Oh yeah, there's something in the Discord. Alright, we're just gonna wait a couple minutes for Mr. Meeseeks to go back. That's alright. In the meantime, we can just talk about what's going on, because the last couple weeks have seen a bit of a shift in the points. So let's go over that quickly. I'll get it up onto the stream here, if my Streamlabs doesn't just shit the bed. Alright, here we go. Week 4 points. For those unfamiliar, we play 2 games every week, and you get 1 point for every game you win. So after last week, week 4, we saw actually 3 players tied for first place. So pretty neck and neck, and then Stealth Soldier and 4 points, right? So pretty much between 4 people, and then down at 3 points we have Mogic, Master Mutato, aka Medicare for All, aka DMT Elves, and Salty Samets or Mr. Roger at the bottom. So even these players, you know, have the chance to catch up with the opportunity for 2 points a week. They could very easily jump up even just this week. So that's how everything looks after week 4. Hopefully, our players are getting along here and we can get started soon. The league does consist of 10 weeks, so most likely first place to third place going to be going to players with more than 10 points, since there'll be 20 games total. The 10th week will be designated to most likely tiebreakers, if we've got anything, right? So whether that comes down to me having to seed the teams appropriately or something special like, you know, some 1v1s, that'll be the case. But that's my plan for week 10. Put that out there. You can hold me to that. Ooh, I just realized that this has the Redacted University logo on it. So I'm just going to put that back away now. Just undermining the entire reason Scuffcasts exists. Pretty epic, pretty epic. I was not prepared to fill time like this. What can I say? I will say, I thought it was funny the other day. I was watching an episode of Star Trek, and this guy comes from the future, and he's going around in sick bay, and he's talking to the officers, and he's like, oh, he goes up to one guy and he's like, oh, keep your chin up, officer, everything's gonna be all right. And he walks up to this little Asian kid who's like getting a checkup, and he goes, oh, eyes wide, chap, cadet, eyes wide, cadet. And I thought that was so funny, just because, it's just some little Asian kid. He's saying, all right, we're fucking good to go. It's just some little Asian kid he's telling to... he's just this little Asian kid to open his eyes. It's kind of fucked up. Maybe I'm racist for recognizing that as racist. I don't think so, though. It's just funny. It was a different time, the 1990s, Public lynchings were still common, Racism was everywhere. There's that classic Seinfeld bit. Kramer kills some Asian guy in the street. They gotta help him cover it up. 1990s were just like that. And what is going on, fellas? Good suggestion there, Stephen. Gotta find Meeseeks again on my friends list now. What the heck? Where is he? Last online 5 minutes ago, that's unfortunately. Alright. He's relaunching. I don't know how well people watching the stream can see the lobby chat, but we're making progress here. Alright, I'll just invite him to the lobby directly so he doesn't have to dig the password back up. I'm a nice guy. What can I say? How are we doing now? Still waiting. I was totally ready for that one anecdote about Star Trek to be able to fill this time, but it has not. So that's cool. Alright, next time I'll come with some more pre-prepared anecdotes. I was at work by myself today. That was pretty cool. I show up and, one of the people who's usually there is out. Another one person who's usually there had a COVID test. And then I get there and boss is like, I gotta fucking go out. Here are the keys. I'll probably be back before you leave, but I might not be. And he wasn't. So I was just chilling for 4 hours. That was fucking nice. Open up the laptop, check Twitter. Just fucking vibe for a little while. I don't know how much longer I can fill time here. So I'm gonna join. I'm gonna have to join one of the fucking voice channels. I'm gonna have to switch my mic.
I've got a clip of you, Daniel.
Yo, you guys are gonna have to fill time for me.
Yeah, that's alright.
I'm out of stuff to say.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
What do you want?
What kind of heroes are you gonna pick for the enemy team? Or what heroes are you gonna ban? Let's not give away any strats.
I want to ban Visage because I don't want anyone to go through that.
I don't want to play Visage.
That's the strat. Is you got to ban heroes that you don't want to play.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to play Visage.
So Steven, you probably don't want to play.
I don't want to play Arc Warden.
Yeah, that's true.
This guy hates playing Clinks.
Yeah, fuck Clinks.
Yeah, we don't want to play Clinks. We don't want to play.
Actually,
my
Tinker win rate, 12%, 25 games. by the way. Not a lie.
Yeah, he's not a liar.
Looking forward to
Not a
seeing
lie.
it, Stephen.
Yeah. All of them predating 2020, 2019 even. But it's a lot of games and a lot of losses.
What did
Like,
you tell me
holy-
was your most played hero, Stephen? Invoker.
Oh yeah.
Your Invoker's really good, so hopefully they
What do you
they
mean my
they
Invoker's
ban
really good?
Invoker.
What do you mean my Invoker's really good?
I've seen it. It's excellent.
Oh,
This guy plays Invoker.
yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna have a
My
look
second-
at what this clip is.
No, thank you.
Probably you just saying
gonna
about
play
the
it on
Chinese
stream.
eyes.
Yeah, play it on stream.
I didn't know where you're going with that Star
Uh,
Trek story. The
Wait,
Jesus.
I was not prepared to
What
fill
am I-
time like this. What can I say? I will
is it
say I
playing
thought it was
twice?
funny the other day. I was watching an
Oh, I
episode of
see.
Star Trek. And,
Classic.
or it's resetting. I was not prepared
this
to
is
fill
weird.
time like this. What can I say? I will
not
say
gonna
I
unmute the
thought it was
stream.
funny the other day.
Yeah,
I was
I'm gonna
watching
mute
an
the
episode of
stream
Star
too.
Trek.
Double
Oh, yeah,
voices.
it's just the Star Trek thing. That
I
was
was
not
funny.
prepared
I
to fill
could probably
time like
find a
this. What
clip
can I
on
say?
YouTube. I legit, it was probably Star Trek has like actual jokes in it, but that's probably the hardest I ever laughed was when he tells this little Asian kid to open his
Jesus.
eyes.
When's this episode from? Is
It's
this
like
an older
season
one, or-
5, episode 7. Yeah, it's the Next
Okay, so-
Generation.
Okay. That's a bit of a yikes moment.
My highest rated hero is Beastmaster, apparently, put into Dota.
I wouldn't believe that. I've seen it.
Actually, wait, no, it's not. It's Pudge. Pudge.
For your rating? For like
Fudge.
the bar thing for the
Yeah,
rating?
the bar. Yeah, my highest
Mine's
bar. Pudge.
Slider.
Mine's Pudge.
Have you guys seen the new Charlie Kaufman movie?
No.
Wait, Charlie Kaufman? Is that the guy who does silent movies? He's dead.
No, I think you're thinking of Charlie Chaplin. I'm thinking of Ending Things. It's on Netflix. I haven't seen it yet, so
Charlie Kaufman? Nah, I don't.
Kaufman.
Oh, actually, no. I think I've seen something about it.
Oh, we're in. I don't have to fucking talk to you guys anymore.
Seconds
Let's fucking go. I don't have to talk to those total nerds
Radiant's
any
turn to
longer.
ban.
See, I mean, you can very plainly see how much effort Valve puts into the obscure game modes here, as the bans are just fucked up. What is going on here? So it looks like for Radiant we got universal healthcare for all drafting and karaoke nights for the Dire. So looking forward to see what universal healthcare is gonna
5
pull out. I guess the strategies for reverse captain's mode aren't that deep though, right?
seconds. Turn. It is Radiant's
And I'm sure everyone is contributing. So Arc Warden and Visage. Those are, micro-intensive heroes. Very typical for people to not want to play those.
10 seconds.
So, okay, first of all,
5
the way it
seconds
looks
remain.
makes it look like the Radiant only has 4
It is
bands.
Dire's ban. Radiant must
You can even
choose.
see the 2 extra Radiant bands kind of underlap from the Dire. Oh my god. Valve, we need some attention to be paid to the obscure stuff in this game. This is absurd. Invoker and Chen. I can't
10
believe that
seconds.
reverse captain mode even has the 6 bands. You'd think
5 seconds.
because they don't directly update it, it would only include the 5 bands that regular captain's mode used to have. Maybe there's a string in there that updates both simultaneously, so it can have 6 bands. It can get updated alongside captain's mode. So, don't you also usually see which order they're picking in captain's mode? Am I crazy, or is that a thing in captain's mode that you can see the order of
Dire's
picks?
turn to pick.
Well, we got the first pick now
Enchantress.
though, and it's Enchantress. So, is this Radiant picking Enchantress for the Dire, or is this Dire picking Enchantress for the Radiant? We have no way of knowing. Valve have,
10
and why is the
seconds
time
remain.
overlaid on the hero?
5 seconds remain.
This is oh yeah, I can see it. I found video proof. Yes,
Sniper.
I have video. Oh, okay. Lucky's telling me that we have Ench. This is Radiance picking Enchantress for the Dire, and this is Sniper being picked for the Radiant by the Dire. I hope I said that right. God, this is going to be confusing. Thank you though, Steven. Very helpful.
10 seconds.
So this has already just gone to shit.
5
Yeah, I mean, I have video proof here that of the way Captain's Raid is meant to look. Along the middle here, it's meant to show whose turn it's going to be to ban and to pick. And again, the counter just gets overlapped. This is just... I mean, Dota's a funny game. Dota's a funny game. So already picking Brewmaster for the Dire, that's another micro-y sort of hero, but it is a strong laner, so... And now Dire picking Anti-Mage for the Radiant, so it looks like Dire's strategy is to pick all carries for the Radiant. Radiant giving Dire a bit more of a well-rounded pair of heroes to start with though, so... And I mean, Ench and Brewmaster, especially Ench, right? These are really strong laners. You're giving them the tools to shut your lineup down very quickly, actually. I understand the premise, but behind like, oh, Ench is a hero with micro, right? Let's pick the Ench. But first of all, Ench micro is like nothing, right? It's like Lone Druid micro. Even Lone Druid micro is harder. Because the positioning of your hero actually matters. Ench micro is like one neutral creep, and past 20 minutes, the scaling of the neutral creeps is like nothing, right? Especially by Midas this patch. Ench micro is... Oh, excuse me. Ench micro is nothing compared to like Arc Warden micro, and Ench is a really strong laner, and she contributes a lot of damage even into the late game. So I think Radiant have actually like given Dire like a tool, like a really useful tool, honestly. So what are we seeing now? So Radiant are banning carry heroes because they know that's what Dire want to pick for them. Dire have banned Weaver. They don't want to play Weaver for some reason. No one's banned Meepo yet though. So that's probably what we're going to see soon is Meepo ban. I don't know. I really doubt anyone here is a Meepo player. Excuse me. I really doubt anyone here is a Meepo player. Keeper of the Light now? I mean, that's a good hero against Anti-Mage, I think. Obviously, he has a big mana pool, but Blinding Light is nice. Will-O-Wisp is nice against Am. Because it's something that he can't...
10 seconds remain.
You know, it's a kind of disabled, can't manta off, and it's AoE, so he can't counterspell it.
It is Dire's
Oh boy, I would love to know what Radiant just banned, but I guess Valve have different plans for me, huh? Jesus Christ. Yeah, Dota's a funny game. Dota's a funny game. How am I supposed to justify this to all the League Scuffcast viewers, the League of Legends Scuffcast viewers? They're gonna think this game sucks. Dire ban Undying? Imagine not wanting to play Undying here. First of all, they're playing all carries, right? So their lanes are awful. So Undying is good in that respect. And then Undying is like...
Radiant's turn
Man,
to pick.
it's good against these heroes. It's good against this hero. It's a good Undying game. You guys should not ban that. Undying is nice. He's strong this patch too. The way they changed his ultimate, so... the recent change to Undying's ultimate was that they changed it so when you attack people, it provides damage amplification. I can demonstrate. 50% slow and 35% damage amplification. I don't think you have any idea of just how much 35% damage amplification is. That's absurd. So, is this Dire or Radiant who are dipping into their reserve time here? This shit is so insanely broken. So Radiant picked Terrorblade for the Dire. Do Radiant realize that Terrorblade is a counter to AM? That the Terrorblade AM matchup is like really positive? It's also really... Sniper has low damage, Terrorblade has high armor. Same for PA. Terrorblade has really high armor, so it's hard for PA to kill. Do Radiant think they're drafting for themselves? Dire pick Morphling for the Radiant. Yeah, but you guys have to realize They want to. They're playing with the strat of picking all carries, right? Well, we picked them all carries, guys. Haha, so funny.
10
But
seconds.
oh, excuse me. But yeah, how are you gonna
5
lock this
seconds
Morphling down?
remain.
If they play this Morphling in the mid lane, like they have no lockdown for it currently. Like, and PA, Sniper, and Morphling, these are flexible heroes, right? You can play AM1,
Radiant's
like Morphling
turn to
mid,
ban.
PA or Sniper can be free, or you can play like a Morphling, excuse me, PA and Sniper can be 4 positions, right? That's been like legit tier 1 meta before. Morphling can play offlane with the strength build, he has a really strong
Dire's
stun.
turn to ban.
So then you could play like 3-4-2 or 3-2-4. Radiant picking Dire, Lone Druid. So again, like the lanes look good for Dire, and it's a good Lone Druid game. Lone Druid
10
counters
seconds.
Anti-Mage. This Anti-Mage is going to be miserable. They're going to have to play it support.
5
Because if this is a
Radiant's
core
turn
Anti-Mage,
to
he just
ban.
doesn't get to play the game. They ban Medusa. This is kind of clever, because if they pick you Medusa, then they have a counter pick in the AM. But they've already counter picked the AM themselves, unfortunately. How funny.
10 seconds.
I wonder what
remains
the-
Dire's ban.
I actually genuinely was wondering what the Radiant were going to ban, but I just can't see it. Valve, step in. Do something. This is crazy, man. I'll have to make sure this VOD, I'll have to like post this one to Reddit or something. Then they'll fix it. You post that shit to Reddit and then they'll
5
fix it.
seconds.
I can't even see how much reserve time Eva Team has, I just realized. So that's funny. I can now, I guess. Okay. Never mind. I think I forgot how the HUD works again. But no, it should be me. Maybe I'm not crazy? I don't know. You'd think I'd have the layout of Captain's Mode Spectator like etched into my mind, but none of these tournaments
Radiant must
use this
choose.
screen anymore. They use like their own software to make cool little pop-up stuff on their streams. So Wraith King ban from the Dire. They don't want to be playing Wraith King? What's the issue if you're playing Wraith King? I'd be worried about picking like
10 seconds remain.
I don't know. I mean,
5
is
seconds
Meepo... I'd like
remain.
to say, ooh, Meepo's in the pool. Someone could pick the other team Meepo, but I don't know. There are 2 bans that we just don't know. So, like, okay, if I was Radiant, this is Dire picking for Radiant, what would I not want to play? Well, I probably don't want them to pick another POS 1. Like, a really dedicated POS 1. But most of those have been banned, right? In like the Spectre and the Juggernaut. Like these heroes that just aren't flexible and can only fit in the 1 role.
Dire must
Because the rest of these heroes
choose.
can... Oh no, that was
Templar
Radiant picking for
Assassin.
Dire, so TA. Do they realize that like it's a good TA game? This is this... These Radiant picks for Dire are so strange. Because I mean the lanes become immediately obvious now. It's like
10 seconds
1,
remain.
2, 3, 4, 5. It's like it's like a legitimate
5
streamlined
seconds.
draft. Like there have been patches where position 4 Brewmaster has been good. There have been patches where position 3 Lone Druid is good. Like you mash those together, like you mash those patches together, and you could get a draft like this. Like this historically could have been a legitimately good draft. Whereas these heroes have like individually had their moments in like flexible roles, but they don't mesh well together. These heroes still mesh well together, even if there is a lack of disable, right? Your main stun is like Brewmaster, Hurling Boulder, but you've got the root from Lone Druid. I mean, if TA doesn't buy a Hex this game, it's like, what are you doing? It's such a good TA Hex game versus AM and Morph. And Ench can like enchant a Centaur or something. So they're not totally stun Baron. Neither is the Radiance, but I really doubt they're going to play this Morph in that Strength Morph role. I don't think this is something that those players are aware of, that was a thing. So Dire pick Radiant Lifestealer,
Upon
and
the battlefield. field
It's a
today.
pretty bad lifestealer game. It's good against Lone Druid and Beastmaster, but it's going to get shredded by Terrorblade and TA. So I'd definitely give Dire the advantage here. I think Radiant have picked a legitimately good lineup for the Dire. So what are we seeing? Universal Healthcare for All is playing Anti-Mage. So that tells me they're going to be playing it in the 1 position. Meeseeks is playing the Lifestealer, so it's a mid-Lifestealer. It is going to be... Ooh, I think that's a free Sniper, a 5 Morph, and a 4 PA. It could be a free PA and a 4 Sniper. That's probably more likely, but... This 5 Morphling is so
10
bad.
seconds.
You could be playing 5 AM and 1 Morphling, and your lane would actually be far stronger.
5
But this
seconds
Morphling
remain.
hero is incapable of supporting because you need levels. You can play it off lane, you can play it mid, you can play it safe lane, but you can't play it like 4 or 5. That's not the kind of flexibility the hero gives you. You need XP, and you're not going to get it. Whereas with AM, like at least if AM's playing a supporting role, he can trade really effectively with Mana Break. So, what are we seeing here for the Dire? It looks like they want to play offlane Brewmaster and position for Lone Druid, just off what I believe the roles I believe these players are most comfortable with. But this Lone Druid hero is going to be able to accomplish a lot more with farm than this Brewmaster hero is, especially since like these players are not very good at applying pressure. And Brewmaster can Brewmaster offers a lot more as a position 4 than Lone Druid does as a position 4. No, Lone Druid has...
Prepare
Okay,
for
Lone Druid has a
battle.
Quelling Blade. Oh, they both have Quelling Blades. Okay, who fucking knows? Alright. The teams are Stealth Soldier on the Sniper. Universal Healthcare on the looking like a Pos 1 Anti-Mage. Oh, it's Antichrist playing the mid-morph and Mugetsu playing a support lifestealer. He's booked Quelling Blade though, so Mr. Ogre on the Pos for PA starting with a ward, and again, everyone's just buying Quelling Blades, even when they're supporting. That's weird. You could buy like a Blight. I mean, you gotta buy Orb of Venom. Orb of Venom plus a Dagger slow? That's the way to go, man. Mugetsu starting with the level 1 Impetus on his Pos 5 Ench. Gangu on the mid
30
TA.
seconds to battle.
Killer Jack on the not just who knows Lone Druid. Same for Lucky on the Brewmaster, and Kerrigan Knights on the Pos 1 Terrorblade. So even when I just read these names out and describe what roles they're playing, you can see that Dire's lineup is like a lot more streamlined and well-rounded than the Radiant. Dire have really been thrown a bone here, I think. Stealth Soldier's going to commit Shrapnel for a bounty in here. Pretty poor placement though, and Mugetsu can clearly like stand here and stick at the
Lives in us
room.
all.
They do get a lot of damage on him though, and you know, Enchantress, she doesn't have that untouchable level 1 anymore, and perhaps prematurely going for the Impetus. That's going to result in First Blood. Kerrigan Knight's also just staying longer than he ever needs to, you know. You just have to concede that your Ench is going to die and avoid taking more damage than is necessary. It's just a wasted tango. Now, Gangu 69 vs Antichrist in the mid lane. This should be a very TA favoured matchup, but perhaps Antichrist can just outskill Gangu here. Definitely not going deep enough into the Agi though. So there is a slight damage advantage for the TA. Could be more if she was pulled tangos. She could have a couple extra damage, but doesn't. Bottom lane looking like it is a Pos 4 Lone Druid, unfortunately. Not what I would like to see. Occasionally Lucky going for the level 1 Drunken Brawler and just kind of not using it. Alright, here it comes. I mean, this spell's so much better level 1. And now for like 23 seconds, your hero is really ineffective at trading. So it's a Pos free PA and a Pos 4 Sniper, it looks like. So that's why we've got a Quelling Blade on Mr. Ogre, even though he started with 2 observable words. That's funny. Using the dagger to secure that creep. It does do extra damage to creeps after all. Or it doesn't do extra, but it does more than it does to heroes. It does a little bit extra damage, doesn't it? I'm not fucking reading all that. Mid lane CS is even. XP advantage on Antichrist though. He's he's got 4 denies. TA also has that flash farming capability though, so she should ideally get a CS lead and then, you know, start hitting ancients and stuff. We'll see how capable Gangu is though. I mean, you could have hit him like 2 extra times there. That's very inefficient. Mage6 is actually jungling level 1. This hero is not capable of that. He's getting 9 health per hit and he's taking like 50 damage when all the creeps hit him. Feast. And then you leave the AM here. I guess at least he's gonna get solo XP. He does have 15 CS. I mean, I don't know how he's getting so... I don't know how he's getting so much out of this lane, honestly. This is very weird. What's he got coming on the courier now? A magic wand? I mean, that's a waste. This hero literally does not cast any spells. This hero's got 2, but you've burnt all his mana. Deny the range creep? Okay. That's the nature of Quelling Blade. Sucks that your own range creep gets denied though. Lucky prematurely using the Drunken Brawler. I mean, I think he's saying that he wants to be out of mana, so he takes less damage from the mana break. But you're like relieving pressure from the anti-mage every time you cast that spell. Gangu missing CS middle. Antichrist building up a very considerable lead. This is not ideal for the TA. He's gone for a Morbid Mask, so looking to farm that jungle. This is really good because he's going to be able to give the lane. He's going to be able to go jungle and give the lane to someone else, right? And this hero, like this Pos 4 sniper, could really use that extra bit of farm from the mid lane to go towards something like an Aghanims. Although it's looking like Meeseeks wants to play this Lifestealer as like a core hero. He's going to be jungling. Oh my God, he's going Midas, man. What year is it? Come on, man.
Regeneration.
Midas Jungle Lifestealer. I mean, that is a blast from the past. They're really having trouble pressuring the anti-mage. This is silly. This is really silly. Karaoke Knight's also getting plenty out of the top lane. Gone for that magic stick. Very effective versus the PA. Probably going to want to skill Blur over Phantom Strike in this lane. Although, I don't know, actually, you do get Phantom Strike. Because they should just be spam killing this Ench. Go kill her right now! Kill her right now! Kill her right now! She's standing in the shrapnel, kill her! Dagger, right? She stopped way too forward! Kill her! Kill her, kill her, kill her! Kill this Ench! She has just nothing! She's not even getting a creep with enchant. She's not utilizing like the most powerful aspect of her hero. What is going on in this top lane? How are these heroes so low? Why does Karaoke Knights have a bracer? How is he so low on mana? This is insane. Why is Mr. Meeseeks gonna hit this camp? This is Antichrist's camp. You're stealing gold from your mid laner. Warbed Mask coming for the Morphling. Lone Druid doing the same thing as this Lifestealer now. He's just farming jungle. So it's going to be a 1v1 bottom. And Universal Healthcare, does he have an advantage? He's got more armor, right? But Brewmaster, he has phase boots. That's certainly an advantage. But it's not like he can press that advantage with Drunken Brawler. He's also skilling Cinderbrew, even though he's never going to be able to cast it. Because he's always going to be on no mana. He would always rather cast this. This is a wasted skill point. If this was a Wraith Band instead of a Magic Wand, I think Universal Healthcare would easily have the lead. But I think it being a Magic Wand means he's just that little bit weaker. What the... Okay, Killer Jack just learned that Savage Roar does not work on neutral creeps. That's alright, everyone has their first time, I guess. Top lane, there we go, finally a pick off onto the Enchantress. Mr. Ogre, if Karaoke Knight gets the last attack off, he can activate Blur and it won't hit him, but he just doesn't press his button, so he's gonna die for it. A lot of damage coming out onto this top tower though. So that's nice. Mid lane, Antichrist with an early level of Morph. Man, look at the fucking cooldown on that. That shit's so bad.
Missing top.
Massive XP advantage though. Hit him. Will. Just hit him. You have a DD. Alright, DD wears out, but...
Dire's courier has been killed.
Haha, bottom lane, useful healthcare. Good use of the blink to pick off the occasionally lucky courier there. And useful healthcare, he gets his ultimate, but he's not going to be, like, he's never going to kill occasionally lucky, right? But then occasionally lucky... What you want to do with Brew is you want to get 6 and you want to immediately kill the safe lane carry with your ultimate. But you can never cast it versus an AM. So these two are kind of just going to be trading farm until one of them decides to leave. Which definitely favors AM. Like, someone's got to come down and do something about this. Someone's got to come down and pressure this AM. Now, every time Lucky pops Soul Ring, not only is he throwing health away, but he's just letting Universal Healthcare do extra damage with Mana Break. Very unwise choice for an item, I would say. Karaoke Knights picking up the Iron Talon, neutral item. We get to picking up an Ironwood Tree, almost at a Midas, so... I mean, and then what's he gonna do with Midas? It's not a very good lone druid. It's not a good lifestealer game. What you need to do is you need to build Aghanim Scepter, and you need to infest your anti-mage, and you just need to give him that bit of move speed. Another kill up top. I know that, like, I'm missing kills, but these kills, like... these kills are expected. Like, you know these are happening. What the fuck is this? Urn of Shadows PA. And he's going for a Midas now. Mr. Ogre really going in on that pos free PA build. This is some fucking innovation right here if I've ever seen it. Antichrist, I mean, this Morph lane's gotten way too much out of this middle lane. Even now, there's a damage advantage for the TA. Morphling gets to level 4 attribute shift and it's like, wow, he's got so much agility, he has so much damage, but TA still has more damage. How has he gotten 46 CS in 9 minutes out of this lane? Karaoke Knight sits on top of the CS charts, but I mean, every time he steps in lane, this shrapnel does a lot of work. This is going pretty well for the top lane for Radiant. I mean, PA is a classic counter against Edge, so I mean, she probably should have died once or twice more, but you know, this is enough. This is enough. Somehow, Mr. Ogre's just straight up on top of the not the CS charts, but the net worth charts. In fact, all Radiant cores are. Universal Healthcare is going to get a mana void kill on the lone druid bottom lane. This lone druid, he doesn't even have mana. This ulti doesn't even do that much damage to him. Occasionally lucky now. This is what we're saying. I mean, under normal circumstances, he doesn't get to pop the ult, and then when he does get to pop the ult, it doesn't really do anything.
There is little hope for
Universal Healthcare doesn't even have Counterspell. If you did have Counterspell, it would do literally nothing, because you could, like, reflect Hurling Boulder, right? But even without Counterspell, nothing gets accomplished, which is pretty funny. That extra bit of magic resistance would have been pretty nice against that nuke combo from Occasionally Lucky, but now that he's completely out of mana, Universal Healthcare is going to be free to regen back up. Somehow it's a 4k gold lead for the Radiant right now. This is not what I expected going into this game. God, there is just a massive XP lead for Universal Healthcare right now. He's getting so much out of this lane. All the Radiant cores are. Lone Druid just stealing camps from Gangu in the mid. Working towards a Mask of Madness, so... I mean, this is a waste because you're building your Lone Druid for physical damage, which is just overlapping with what the TA and the Terrorblade offer. You need to be building, like, Medallion, right? You need to build Medallion, and you need to, you know, you can help with the minus armor that the TA offers, or you can, you know, give that extra armor to the TB. Making that extra bit stronger. You upgrade into Solar Crest, you know, give your fucking TB Solar Crest all the time. You know how good that shit is? Like, how are they getting this tower? What's going on? I think it comes down to Megetsu not having enough levels in the enchant. I mean, that's, you know, the typical PA Enchantress matchup. in a nutshell right there. Mr. Ogre, you have to press E. Alright, he presses it. Sunder does come out. Stealth Soldier not backing up. Do these guys know what Terrorblade does? I'm honestly not convinced. I mean, you picked Terrorblade for them. You should probably have an idea of how to play against it. Gongi 69, missing range creeps. How is he?
Under attack.
Yeah, he's under the net worth of the Lifestealer. That is just insane to me. Universal Healthcare, he's got a Claymore coming on the courier. Go farm top lane, Universal Healthcare. TB has a fair bit of mana, so you can actually kill him with the Mana Void. And, like, he can't pressure you because the meta's down. Yeah, take advantage of cooldowns like that, you know? I mean, Antichrist, he's got so much of this lane. Gungi's got so little, even though he just, like, hasn't put a sentry down. Gungi's been free to just have traps up this whole time. And they're just sitting there. It doesn't matter. He's going for that Ethereal Blade. Going for that rush.
Dire should look to their bottom tower.
Brewmaster ultimate bottom. Onto some E6. Rage TP. Works every time. They have no way to cancel it, do they? I think TA level 25 talent goes through spell immunity, but I think Lone Druid and Tangling Claws can as well. Well, maybe not. Mugetsu just using enchant to farm, not really putting any pressure on the map. Ogre, this does not work in your favor. This guy's 24 armor. It's not even worth buying a Deso this game. It's a horrendous Desolator game. We're 13 minutes into the game and this hero has 24 armor. Deso's not the way to go. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I've been talking about how like crazy it is that Radiant have a net worth lead in this game. But let's not forget that Radiant gave Dire the counter to their own lineup, right? They picked Terrorblade for Dire when they already had Anti-Mage. You know, then they play that Anti-Mage in the pos 1. Then they put Morphling in the pos 2. Terrorblade creates some really powerful illusions this game. It's not worth going Skadi though, that's for sure. God, please don't rush Skadi. Holy shit. Crazy to me that this PA is on top of the net worth of all people. Unfortunately, that net worth is kind of squandered because he's built Earn Midas, so he's not going to be able to like use that net worth to put pressure on the map. Same as Enchantress has not committed her skill points to putting pressure on the map by not specking to enchant. Mr. Ogre is not putting his net worth. He's not converting his net worth into pressure. Dire kind of That being said, Dire are kind of happy not converting, you know, their net worth into pressure. They're the team that theoretically does scale more into the late game. Man, Stealth Soldier, buy an Aghanim Scepter, bro. Just play the game. Buy an Aghanim Scepter. You get to like actually do shit. You're literally bottom net worth. What happens if you buy Shadowblade? You have no impact in the game. What happens if you buy Aghanims? You fucking kapow bitches. That's what you do. That's what Aghanims does. Occasionally Lucky's going to tip into mid lane and pop the level 1 primal split. Pearl Boulder's going to come into the Stealth Soldier. I mean, this is exactly what happens when you're a bottom net worth sniper. This does not change when you buy Shadowblade. Now, TB's lane into Mr. Ogre. He's actually going to blink over aggressively and die for it. You see what I mean? The net worth is not being converted into pressure on the map, which means this, you know, 3k, 5k gold lead isn't representative of the way the momentum is going to shift in the game. And then there's just the TB factor of, you know, all these heroes are really vulnerable to physical. PA has evasion, you know, but she's still low level, so she's not below maxed. And Morphling has armor, but it's not enough.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
Lucky's
bottom
going
tower
Radiance.
is
I mean, it's
under
not.
attack.
It's not like it's a good Radiance game.
Just scanning for enemies.
I mean, if you're anti-mage, you can hit the bear here. The bear has 300 mana, so you get that extra damage off mana break. Oh, he's gonna hit Killer Jack on the Lone Druid instead, though. If he ran up and then blinked afterwards, he could have gotten a pick off with Mana Void. The only problem is, like, one Entangling Claws, right? One root onto this anti-mage could spell death if there's, like, the Deso TA in the lane. Grove bow for both teams now. Imp Claw for Radiant, that's a good one.
Dire's middle tower is under
He doesn't want it? Why doesn't he just take it? You would rather keep you'd rather keep 6 damage over 24 plus crit. He gives it to the Morphling. But Morphling gets to hide. So obviously, if I'm playing Morphling, the ideal item is Imp Claw. But no one else is going to be able to make effective use of this Grove Bow. In fact, he just gets Van Brace now, actually. So Van Brace goes on Morphling, give Imp Claw to Anti-Mage. What I just said goes completely out the window. And Mr. Meeseeks, he's not going Ags, but he does go for the next best thing in the Solar Crest. So Mr. Meeseeks shows me that he's able to demonstrate adaptability in the way he plays the game, even if he's playing it like in an unconventional way.
Dire's
Like,
bottom tower is in danger.
You can be playing like Pos 5 Lifestealer, and you can be like, well, I'm playing Lifestealer, but you have to understand that like you have a certain role in the game, and that's to like make use of what you can do with low net worth. So what do you do with low net worth? You use your spells as effectively as possible, right? So you need good spell casting, and you buy cost-effective items. So Lifestealer, you know, Medallion's obviously a good cost-effective item, but he actually gets a lot of value out of his
Radiant's
ultimate with
bottom
Infest.
tower is in danger.
He's gonna be like one of Anti-Mage's
Radiant
biggest
is
problems
active.
is low strength gain. Lifestealer actually completely remedies that. 400 to 1200 health bonus on the ultimate, like, I mean, Sniper dies, but Sniper has no impact until he builds Aghanims. Oh, he does have it queued up now. Alright, he's been listening.
Is under attack.
See what I mean? Jeez.
Dire's middle tower
Even with, like, this weak-ass bear, there's a lot of damage coming out through the root onto this Anti-Mage. Radiant, that they really need to defend this tower. I mean, Dire have a Desolator. They do a lot of tower damage.
Little hope for Dire's middle tower. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Morphling has the E-Blade. They're looking to take that fight. Towers get taken down, and now the Brewmaster's going to get bursted. The Infest damage is going to be amplified by the E-Blade, but Morphling is not at Morphling strength. He's stuck in the Terrorblade mode. Terrorblade is going to get asunder onto the Anti-Mage. Does not use the counterspell. Mr. Ogre getting chipped down by the physical damage of these heroes. Headshot comes out, but it's not going to be enough. It's only level 1. Universal Healthcare doesn't have Mana Void. He's going to get a pick off onto the TA though. Actually doing a lot of damage to that crit from the Imp Claw. Blinking away up from Karaoke Nights now. And now Sniper has an Assassinate. All you need is the Assassinate, and then you blink on and hit him once. Oh, it's not enough. He has the evasion talent. He dodged, but he barely gets it. Holy shit. I mean, the evasion talent almost just completely turned the tide of the game right there. That talent is so high value. Check out the damage from the Morphling onto the Brew. He's gonna pop the ulti in response, still has it, after not being able to get it off in the last fight, but he has the Lone Druid with him, but that's not gonna be enough. This hero has no net worth. He doesn't really contribute much. Brewmaster ulti runs out now, and the Lone Druid's getting taken down. They're just like, you know, not committing too hard. And Brewmaster goes through that whole fight only casting like 2 hurl boulders, like not using the positioning of the Storm Panda, you know, not making use of the Cyclone. This Ench's game is kind of over because there's just so much burst potential from the Radiant now. But Antichrist definitely demonstrating poor spellcasting there. Not factoring in that he wouldn't have mana for another waveform.
I saw
And Mr. Ogre's gonna get taken down by the TA now. We're gonna get the jump on the Stealth Soldier.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Universal Healthcare going for the tier 2 tower top. Dire still haven't taken this top outpost, so even though they get the tier 2, they don't get the big benefit
Dire's top
from
tower
killing it,
is under attack.
which is control of that outpost and control of that jungle. Universal Healthcare is just going to get top tower for free. You know, when Dire were killing this one, at least there was a team fight. Although I guess the same could be said now for this mid tower.
Is no more.
Occasionally Lucky's going to finish up the Radiance, and now Karaoke Knights is working towards that butterfly, so... We saw the evasion nearly make a difference before, and now we're going to have more of it. AM, Morphling, you know, not heroes that particularly want to build MKB. Even PA doesn't particularly want to build MKB.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under
A
attack.
lot of the damage from MKB comes from that proc, which is magic damage, so it doesn't contribute to crits from PA.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And Anti-Mage, a lot of his damage comes from illusions, which don't get the damage proc of MKB. Small skirmish top as Mr. Ogre getting brought pretty low just by the TB illusions plus the Brewmaster ult, but while he does get taken down, occasionally Lucky, potentially underestimating the ability of these heroes to pick off the Brewmaster ult. Perhaps not though, as it does become a 2-for-1, perhaps a 3-for-1 now as the Morphling has really overextended himself.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Universal Healthcare jumping onto the Terrorblade. He doesn't quite get enough attacks off in order to get the finish with the Mana Void. And now he doesn't blink away in time, so he's going to die too. I mean, Radiant just going one by one and just getting picked off. And now the net worth is in favor of the Dire. And when the net worth is in favor of the Dire, this TB, you know, who just is really strong against these heroes, you know, look how much map control he's gonna have right now. The net worth lead is only gonna get like exponentially bigger from here. There's legitimately only way it can go from this point forward. Dire win by building Divine Rapiers. AM needs he doesn't need his Abyssal first, but then like PA needs something like, you know, BKB Rapier, perhaps not BKB, but like Satanic Rapier, yeah, Satanic Rapier, you know, Morphling's gonna need like, what the fuck is this Sanj and Yasha shit? I don't think Antichrist has watched anyone play Morphling before. But that's a bit cruel, actually. Morphling, you don't need Divine on the Morphling. You need the Butterfly, right? You need to be able to burst down these heroes with the E-Blade, and Butterfly is going to give you the most agi. But then, Sniper needs Ags. So yeah, these two heroes on Radiant need Rapier. PA also needs Satanic, AM also needs Abyssal, you know, Morphling needs a Butterfly. We need an Aghanims on the Lifestealer. PA now getting picked off by TA. Ooh, good heads up play from Antichrist to give Mr. Ogre the blink away, but it won't result in the saving of the PA. So yeah, we need like, you know, 10k more net worth on both these heroes. You know, we need like 6k more net worth on this hero. We need 4k more net worth on this hero. We need 2k more net worth on this hero. Like, the game's just not going to last that long. TB has Butterfly. They're going to go high ground right now. They do not have the time to get these items. That's just how this draft plays out.
Structures are fortified.
Universal Healthcare, definitely playing overly timid, I would say. They lack stuns, so you can keep pushing. He will blink back on. Lone Druid's just farming some camps in the mid lane. Finally gonna start moving towards his team. Metamorphosis is popped in the middle lane. TB's not one of the greatest Aegis heroes because if you do kill him during meta, he's not going to have it when he respawns. Burst potential from the Morphling though is really their primary way of killing him, and he's not going to be up in time in order to get the pick. Universal Healthcare actually is getting an entire laner axe here. I was going to say that it's a missed opportunity to not cut the middle creep wave, but he gets an entire laner axe. The Dire team are going to position themselves to go bottom. I say this is your opportunity to now TP home. Morphling's going to, morphs Agi, and between E-Blade, Adaptive Strike, and Mana Void, you can kill the TB. But you can't outpush this entire Dire lineup.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's top tower has
Oh,
fallen.
TB's going to be the one to TP back. It's Radiant's chance to now make a play onto the remaining Dire heroes. AM's going to start his TP. There's no way in hell it gets cancelled, right? We're seeing the committal of spells, but not in a particularly effective fashion. Eventually the Lone Druid will get bursted down, and Universal Healthcare is going to go for a far blink onto the TA.
I'll do better next
But no
time.
one's carrying dust or sentries? Come on, guys, this is... You can do better than this. She's just gonna sit there. Are you getting on the courier? Okay, Antichrist, the Morphling, is gonna be the one to buy a sentry and place it. Mr. Ogre's gonna get the last hit on that. Ooh, AM. If he gets vision here, he's gonna see there's a DD, and that's... Actually, yeah, they do. I was going to say they don't have the opportunity because these respawn times are short, but this TA is dead for a long time and she doesn't have a buyback. And Terrorblade, he doesn't have a TP. If they go up and they start pressuring the tier 3s, this Terrorblade can't do anything about it. In fact, if Morphling sees the DD here, that's even better. I think he's gonna. He's not gonna. I mean, why would we... Whatever. Universal Healthcare, Mr. Meeseeks, with the Solar Crest, that's a lot of extra DPS for the AM. Mr. Ogre, I mean, I think it's a wasted opportunity to be pushing this top lane as well. I think you can go through the mid lane. This Dire lineup doesn't really have much creep clear, Metamorphosis popped for Karaoke Nights now, and Antichrist is... How did he run out of mana? What happened there? Mr. Ogre now in the middle of... How many heroes is that? 4? Yeah, that's not fun. How did this go sour for the Radiant? Did I not see something? This is very reminiscent of that top lane where Radiant are just unwilling to group up. And so Dire... They're just constantly giving Dire the opportunity to group up and pick them off one by one. That being said, Universal Healthcare all, I mean, very unwise of them to get through to make the TP there. Ench is not a hero that's going to be able to relieve that pressure, and now, I mean, the racks are even. Universal Healthcare is like single-handedly keeping his team on his back right now, and he has the full Abyssal, so hopefully he's going to look towards getting that Rapier now. He knows he can finish off the tower as well. He knows, because he knows they don't have very much damage. Gangu taking the advice and going for the sheep stick now. Whoa, I mean, TA is just so underfarmed. If he had this item like 8 minutes ago, it'd be great. But I don't think it's enough at this point.
What is mine?
What's AM working on? Good job cutting the bottom wave, relieving the pressure from bottom. Someone's gonna have to take care of the siege creep though, that's for sure.
Dire's courier has been
Whoa,
killed.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Killerjack's courier. Now dead. He
Dire's
was working
courier
on
has
an
been
MKB. Never Lucky's courier also dies. I don't know who killed that, but Universal Healthcare also going to get a pick on the Lone Druid. The rest of his team, they can pick off the Brewmaster. Brewmaster especially is without buyback, right? He's wasted his gold on these items that aren't even in his inventory. Universal Healthcare, he's had vision of these heroes in the middle lane. There's got to be a way he can open up the back door. I don't think there is though. Roshan, still a couple minutes off. He's working on a butterfly now. Terrorblade, another hero that doesn't really want to go MKB, so, one extra item for the Divine, might not be so bad. And he's very lucky that... Oh, Lincoln's. Please don't buy that. I was going to say, he's very lucky that he doesn't have to worry about an item like Scardy this game. Because he doesn't need the HP. Because he should be getting it from his Lifestealer. Speaking of Lifestealer, this is not a testament to how strong Lifestealer is, as it is a testament to how weak this TA is. Like, 3,000 gold from the Lifestealer wasn't even a factor there. I'd like to say, ooh, he got the bash on the TA, but that doesn't make a difference as to whether the TA dies in that situation or not. It's strictly TA's low net worth that kills him there. If Lifestealer had an Ags, he'd be able to contribute a lot more right now. And Radiant have finally gotten this mid lane pushed in. Dire heroes do have buybacks though. Occasionally lucky, particularly forward. Goes for a blink and net onto the AM. I mean, you could have counterspelled that for sure, but... Not taking the advantage of the fact that when he's here, his team can't reach him. We're seeing Morphling take advantage of the metamorphosis now. But he just doesn't morph back and he dies. But Universal Healthcare for All does get a big Mana Void onto the Terrorblade. Gonna force out a buyback. And now, occasionally Lucky's gonna die in the Brewmaster ulti. If they want to defend their last lane of Rax, he's gonna have to buy back. Karaoke Knights doesn't have meta, so his hero is actually really bad at defending. If Universal Healthcare can get mana for the Abyssal Blade, they can just kill it. They can kill him through buyback, I think. Occasionally Lucky's finally gonna pop the buyback. Radiant can't keep going here. They're gonna have to back up and they're gonna have to find this Terrorblade without his buyback. Occasionally Lucky also, presenting an opportunity for the Dire to win, presenting a win condition. But the Terrorblade one is much more severe. Like if Brewmaster's dead and Terrorblade has Metamorphosis up, Terrorblade can still defend. But if Terrorblade's dead, Brewmaster can't defend at all. I don't know what this Boots of Travel Assault Curious business is. All I know is that this is an incredible Daedalus game for Terrorblade, and I don't see it queued up, and that's a source for me to flame Karaoke Knights. Stroga throwing out a dagger, but just one Terrorblade illusion zoning him out pretty effectively. Universal Healthcare, he's gonna have to pop a Clarity if he wants enough mana to be able to fight effectively. The Dire team is outnumbered with Killer Jack farming the bottom lane right now. Both teams down to their last set of racks, but Universal Healthcare, great play, cutting the mid lane. He's bought an MKB, interestingly enough, over the Rapier. Not going to take any risks, but great play, cutting the mid wave, completely cancelling out Dire's push. Karaoke Knights is getting pretty low on the TB.
Nature attend us.
He's dropping pretty low. He's gonna have... I mean... Dire, if they cast the spells more effectively there, they could have dropped him extra low. And look at this. The bear's not in range to attack. Universal Healthcare is gonna get the last range tracks. They don't have any stuns, so he's gonna be able to get out of here scot-free. Karaoke Knights commits the Sunder. Oh my god, and they get a kill in the middle lane. They don't quite kill off the Enchantress as well, but the Sunder comes out. Universal Healthcare does get the blink away. This is why you need stuns. If this was not Reverse Captain's mode, it would be a source of flame, but it's Reverse Captain's mode, so they can't control it, but oh my god. Universal Healthcare getting out by the skin of his teeth. And now Dire don't have Metamorphosis. It's gonna run out in 27 seconds. And then Dire, Radiant, excuse me, they got 100 seconds where this melee axe is gonna be really difficult to defend. Arcane Rune for the Radiant boys. What items are we seeing come out? Finished Sanjin Yasha for the Morph. Finished Basher for the PA. Me6 working on that. Full Abyssal Blade. Jesus Christ. And oh my god, AM got on top of the Terrorblade with the Abyssal. He got the Mana Void off. He's dead without buyback. Mr. Me6 now single-handedly keeping this PA zoned out. They're going to get the pick onto the Lone Druid. They're going to get a pick onto the TA. They're going to get the pick onto the Ange. Where's the Earth Panda for the Brewmaster? The GG comes out for Karaoke Nights. How did they let this game slip away? Radiant somehow winning with a full-on 5 carry lineup in this game of reverse captain's mode. That's gotta be one of the craziest games we've seen so far. That was that was insane. Universal Healthcare putting on a great show with his AM performance there. Practically single-handedly winning that game for his team, I would say. That was absolutely insane. My god, I cannot handle it. A lobby is up, fellas, so join when you're ready. I'll generate some new teams here. How does this one look? Oh, this looks... Ooh, these... Alright, how does this look different enough from last game? Not quite. I've got to make sure the teams are different enough from last game. Alright. I like the look of this. Alright. Teams are in the Discord. I offered last game to put it up on the stream, but no one had any trouble checking the Discord, so I'm sure it's fine. I got some cake here that I've been neglecting. It's beginning to melt, so I'm going to have to get through that. I don't know if you can tell, but it's melting pretty bad. I know you're all very interested to hear about my ice cream cake. It's the Frodo brand. Usually in the Frodo ones, you don't get many of the little chocolate chips. But man, I'm fucking drowning in little Frodo pieces right now. This is fucking great. This stream is sponsored by Frodo. Frodo products may cause erectile dysfunction. Frodo products may lead to insomnia. And Frodo products may cause schizophrenia. But you can't put a price on deliciousness. This stream is sponsored by Frodo. Game 2 is all random. You all know it. Apparently some people don't. That's okay. I'm not trying to flame. That sounds kind of condescending, but I'm hanging out. I'm hyped after that last game. That was a great game. Great AM performance from our man Universal Healthcare. Hello?
Hello.
I'm in the Radiant voice chat right now, talking to the boys who are going to be playing on Radiant in the upcoming game, I think. That's not correct. Marcus,
What's up?
you're going to be on Dire in this game. What are you doing in here?
What's cracking?
Oh,
I'm
wait.
back.
What? Why the fuck am I flaming you. I gotta ask you about that AM performance. That shit was the stuff of legends.
His AM was great.
Tell me about the anti-mage, Marcus.
You know, going into the matchup, I wasn't feeling too confident. I felt like Brewmaster and the LD would sort of cancel me out there, but we made it work. I didn't feed. And the
That's
levels,
true. You didn't
the
feed.
XP.
You only died once.
Yeah.
So you built an MKB, right? But did you ever
Yeah.
consider Divine Rapier?
Oh, I don't know. I felt like the game could have tipped at any moment, so I didn't
Okay.
go for the divine.
Okay, fair enough. I have nothing more to say. Good job. Good luck in game 2, guys.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
Dankeschön.
I'm gonna join the Dire team now. Karaoke Nights
It's just me.
is gonna be playing on Dire again for game 2. Can you tell us about what went wrong that game? Karaoke Nights was playing Terrorblade. Terrorblade boring.
Yeah.
All right. I'm making an official announcement. Karaoke Nights is banned from the league.
Terrorblade's a lot more boring. I probably should have played one of the other heroes. Maybe I should have played the Lone Druid because I know how to play him really well. Yeah, it was fine. Not too upset about it. Just the AM would get on me and we don't have anything to cancel it out. I was hoping we'd have some savage roars coming out from the Lone Druid, but nothing.
I was
Nothing
looking
to sing
forward to
home
seeing the
about.
Terrorblade because I thought it looked like a great Terrorblade game. You know, into AM, that's one of
Yeah.
the classic positive matchups.
Yeah, but as soon as that AM got on me, we just had no way to, I don't know, deal with him. Basically.
All the Radiant heroes did build a pretty significant net worth advantage early, so
Yeah, I think, how many of them got Midases? All of them?
Alright.
2 of them.
yeah, 2. Lifestealer and PA.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's in the lobby. All right, I'm gonna start the game. Game 2 is all random, so
All random.
we're gonna get straight into it here as the game decides what both the teams are gonna consist of. Maybe not. What's going on? Don't tell me we're gonna get any more connection errors. Oh, let's go. Oh no, we're gonna have a lone druid. Oh, we got some nice support heroes though. Grim and Batrider. Haha, Pudge for the Dire. Universal Healthcare gonna be playing Lycan. Another Terrorblade. God, what is going on with these repeat heroes? So before we get started,
The time for preparation is short.
let's
Use it
speculate on
wisely.
positions. 5 Puck, 4 Pudge, 3 Pango, 2 Lycan, 1 Terrorblade. Pretty simple. 5 Grim. No, I would go 4 Grim, 5 Bat, 3 LD, 1 Slark, 2 PL, or 2 Slark, 1 PL. Yeah, Slark would pressure the Lycan better mid lane. But, whatever. We saw last game just how effective inoptimal hero compositions can be, so who am I to judge? Now if we go through the players, you'll see we've got occasionally Lucky on the
Just
LD,
30 seconds.
Antichrist on the Slark, Migetsu on the Grim,
Consider
Killer Jack on the Bat,
yourself warned.
Mr. Ogre on the PL, Stealth Soldier on the Pango for the Dire, Universal Healthcare on the Lycan, Karaoke Knights on the Puck. Looking to have some impact this game. By putting this hero mid, I mean your entire tempo is reliant on this hero, right? This is the game's tempo setter. Me6 on the TB and Gangu on the 5 Pudge.
The moment
Level
you've
1
all
hook.
been waiting for. Let's Dota!
Masix getting the level 1 reflection. It's an interesting choice. Let's see. Ring of Protection, another interesting choice. But if that plays with opposite ward placements, definitely nice to put the ward on this side. This rune is usually the one you want to have a ward on, but you might be worried about the pudge rotations, so that's the direction you'll see him coming through. Unless he goes, you know, this way would be the better, which would be the better way to walk anyway, but you never know. Maybe he'll know that. He knows you're coming this way, so he'll go the other way. You know? 500 IQ, 5D chess. I wonder how well Lone Druid does in this lane. You can attack the bear without drawing creep aggro, right? I'm pretty sure that's still how it works. So yeah, bear dropping really low here, far out. Yeah, this bear is dead. That's 300 gold for Karaoke Nights. Oh, one more attack. It's... Oh, wow. Oh, nice waning rift. I mean, if we look at the net worth, look how high this buck is now. This guy's fucking rich. Fucking Jake Paul in the house. Why is it the first rich person that came to mind?
Greetings! Silence!
First blood is
Ooh,
on
first
the
blood is-
ground, and we're all
Sorry, I'm
ready
trying to
looking
eat.
for more.
Duly noted.
I don't know how that fucking happened, but... Wait! Bear's on cooldown! Spirit Bear is on cooldown! Alright. Yeah. This puck is level 4, this LD is level 2. It doesn't have Spirit Bear. This mid lane is over. Send your bat to come play mid lane instead. Because this Lone Druid is never going to get anything in this lane. This is insane. I don't think I've ever seen someone lose a mid lane this badly so quickly. This is very unfortunate. What can I say? This skill point, I mean, literally all it is 15 attack speed now. It doesn't even let you regen health. This man has 45 damage. He bought a bottle. Yo, why'd you buy a bottle on Lone Druid, Steven? You gonna be spamming that Savage Raw? No, he literally said bottle. Bottle WTF in the all chat. He fucking runs up to melee range and got Savage Raw. Holy shit, this is so funny. This is the worst lane I've ever seen. Alright, Spirit Bear's back up, but Lucky's completely out of regen. He's spent all his bottle charges. He wants to get the lane pushed out so he can secure the 4-minute power rune. But this Puck hero is pretty funny because this Puck hero has something called a nuke, which lets you push out the lane extra quick. Wasted skill point, but you know, whatever.
Here I am!
That's not a kill. You don't have enough mana. Radiant has how? Please don't die. Holy shit. So I mean, you could have just taken the rune. You could have just pushed the lane out and taken the rune, but Brandon just randomly decides not to. Bottom lane, we're seeing the creep wave under Mr. Ogre's tower as Universal Healthcare for All builds up a pretty large CS lead with 7 denies onto this PL. And on the top lane, we're seeing Terrorblade get... Well, he's higher level than the Slark. Whoa, by a lot, Jesus. Less CS, but XP is... The XP lead is just astronomical. How does Terrorblade get so much out of a lane
A prize.
against Slark Batrider. These are two heroes that just should be able to single-handedly just destroy this hero. He's not even got a... He's maxing reflection. I mean, bottom lane, you know, whatever happens, happens.
Makes the ultimate sacrifice.
Oh, please, how does the white...
Tower is in danger.
Yeah, unfortunate TP. He's gonna die there. Where is he?
See you
Oh,
in
dude,
the
this is 6-second TP. This is obviously not good. Oh, here comes that reflection though. It doesn't really make a difference in the kill.
Your last move.
This is really dumb. What the hell is going on? What was he doing here? Dude, you can just single-handedly destroy this TB. Just ruin his game. What here is he chasing after the Pudge? You don't have an Orb of Venom. You're equal in move speed. I don't know what to tell you. There's like a very key factor in whether you actually go for that or not. Here's what I'm talking about, you see? All it takes is a couple napalm stacks and you can kill this TB. What the fuck is going on middle? How has Lucky gotten back into this lane?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's gotten to like, he's gonna be even with the puck and CS. He's gonna build up a sizable XP advantage. He's gonna get he's gonna get damage onto the tower.
There is little hope for Dire's middle tower.
What the fuck is going on? Dude, hit the tower. Cool thing about Lone Druid is that he does extra damage to towers. Wow, 40%. That's a lot. What the fuck is this? He's buying Vlad's? This is your Lone Druid player? Wow, whoa, that's a fucking weird hook. A lot of the Firefly duration going to waste though. Stop attacking! Run over him with Firefly, man. Jesus. Okay, Knights, if he's not careful here, could get rooted.
Gather round.
Going for the Savage Roar. Oh my god, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, barely. Jeez. The hook snaps the Dream Coil, so a lot of extra damage going down to LD. Pops the regen rune. He's slower than... Wait, he's not slower than Pudge. His Tranquil Boots are broken. So he's not slower. Did the bear just fucking die again? How did it die? You just tell your bear to go here and Puck doesn't kill it. Did he just forget to micro it? Slark finally pulls it ahead of TB and CS. Going for phase? Phase boots? Sometimes it feels like the play... Oh, jeez. Nice Necro book from Universal Healthcare. Gonna start farming. Hook onto Antichrist. I don't know what to say about this shit. This is fucking weird. Stop chasing. You have no mana. What are you gonna do? Dude, this is not gonna work. The puck is TPing right now.
There is little hope for
Why would you
Dire's
pants like
middle
that?
tower.
What is going on? Guys, let's check. What?
Is now active.
Oh, he doesn't even get the Dark
Dire's
Pact
middle
onto the
tower
Dream
is
Coil.
under attack.
Yeah, I mean, that's an easy double kill for the Dire.
Zephyrs.
Check out that efficiency TP. Holy shit. This man does not want to walk anywhere. What is this? Like the distance of a walk to the fridge? Lucky does kill the mid tower mid. He kills the mid tower mid. So there's a consolation prize. Universal Healthcare could be farming the lane, but just kind of decides to hit a small camp instead. PL is top, and he's going Radiance? Yo. Is there some kind of conspiracy among the league's players to just fucking confuse me? What the fuck is going on? Radiance PL? Vlad's? Or is he not going Vlad's anymore? What? He's going just Quarterstaff? He's going, okay, he's going Mask of Manus phase. Alright, Lucky's looked up a build. Lucky has officially looked up a build, let it be known. Alright. Oh, jeez. Puck on the blink at 10 minutes.
Gather round.
He's got Dream Coil. He identifies that the Dark Pact is on cooldown and goes for the Dream Coil. Very well executed from the Puck. Killer Jack kind of just like sitting there while Mugetsu deals with Meeseeks. Feel free to like cast Sticky Napalm, bro. Any time now. Mugetsu's just gonna die for that, I guess.
For Radiant's middle tower.
Oh wow, Lucky's got a good route onto the Puck here. And an aggressive Illusory Orb. He's got to blink away. He'll be alright. Oh, he's got...
Radiant's middle tower
Can you get
is under
Mugetsu?
attack.
Waning Rift? Illusory Orb? Commits it late, which means he's going to be out of position now. Lucky on the bear might be able to finish him off. He is in range to attack with the bear. Antichrist to finish with the TB. Doesn't have ulti. On the sidelines, Lucky's going to get the pick onto the Puck. Ogre's going to run in now with the maxed Spirit Lance onto Stealth Soldier, who does not have mana to get the Swashbuckle away. Pudge is going to be finished off by the W from Batrider, and now Mr. Ogre's never lucky. He's going to get the finish on to Stealth Soldier, so 4 kills for, I believe, none for the Radiant. So, alright, the Mugetsu did die on the Grimstroke. And Universal Healthcare is definitely, how should I put this? Over-prioritizing or overestimating the amount of impact he's going to have on this game by farming jungle. Sure, Lycan does it really quick, but there's 5 heroes here. You could be farming the lane. Lane gives more XP and gold, and you get pressure on this tower. Lycan's pretty good at pushing towers, guys. Karaoke Knights. Looks like he wanted to kill the bear. He used the Dream Coil. Resummon. Alright, he dodges the Dream Coil, but occasionally Lucky with a bit of a poor micro. Almost dies to the TB. They will get the pick onto the Puck with Mr. Ogre. An unfortunate Thunder from Meeseeks isn't going to result in his life being saved. That's a long cooldown to spend. Stealth Soldier's finally going to get 6 and throw out the roll. Universal Healthcare with the ulti has not used the Necro units and doesn't have Wolves, so his damage is severely limited. Now as the Power Triss has got a bit more attack speed, turning onto Killer Jack, but his team's just dying all around him. Mr. Ogre's getting a triple kill on a Brown Boots PL with maxed Spirit Lance. What is going on? How are they coming out on top of these fights? I would build Deso on LD, and I would put Phase Bits on the bear, obviously. Trusty Shovel, that's a good Lone Druid item. Why does Lone Druid have Royal Jelly? Whose fucking bright idea was that? Alright, I don't want to be too cruel, but who the fuck pressed a jelly on the Lone Druid? Jesus. Alright, he does get the face bits onto the bear. Karaoke Knights just kind of keeps running at Lucky and just kind of keeps getting rooted. The Mask of Madness comes out and the disarm only happens onto the main hero. The bear is going to snap the coil, and now he has been gone on by these 2 extra heroes, but they're pretty weak, you know. Stealth Soldier level 6, Gangu level 5. This hero is pretty tanky, you know. The micro is not quite there though, and now the bears are caught out for 70 seconds. Even if occasionally Lucky makes it out here, he's not going to be able to do anything for a long time without the bear. He is going to eventually die to the nukes from the Puck. A Waning Rift will be enough. Just press it, just press it, press it. He gets it.
Double damage.
Killer Jack with that Blink Rush like it's 1995. Antichrist with a finished Echo Saber, I think he's going for. Yep, that's right. How is it only a 1k lead? I guess they've got a lot of net worth on this Lycan still.
Bottom tower is in danger.
Lycan really needs to be buying Clarities and using his Necrobook a bit more, I think. And you do see the Shapeshift popped in order to get away from Mr. Ogre. Are they able to make anything happen? Radiant are actually pretty grouped up. They got like 3 heroes here. They kill it. How is he so low? Did he just sit here and hit the creeps? Does he realize that he doesn't have to go back to base? Does he realize that he has Tranquil Boots? That's like the whole point of Tranquil Boots. is that you don't do this.
Radiant's top
Alright, I don't
tower
want to be too cruel.
is under attack.
Universal Healthcare's pushing top, but he's not able to put any pressure on the tower without that Necro book. You know, Wolves don't do that much by themselves. He's not going to be able to secure the bounty rune either. Looking like a 2-2 split for the bounties, so not too bad. But, man. Oh, wow. It feels like a recurring pattern in this game is that people kind of just repeat the same mistakes. Like, Karaoke Nights goes for the kill onto the Lone Druid and dies to Entangling Claws, and then Lone Druid runs bot and gets gone on by Pango, Pudge, and Puck twice. Like, it just happens twice. He respawns and he goes and does the same thing. Seems to be a recurring pattern in this game. Mr. Ogre getting towards that Radiance now. They are making a pretty aggressive move into the Dire jungle here. The lane's not even pushed up, so it's almost like a smoke without the smoke.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dude, if you had a defusal, you wouldn't have gotten stunned. How does that sound for some fucking tech?
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
Antichrist is going to find the pounce onto the Lycan. He's still, oh man, his shapeshift is barely on cooldown. He is going to get taken down now. With the second relic, Mr. Ogre really does right click for a lot of damage, and Killer Jack gets the Blink Lasso on to Karaoke Nights, who does not have mana for an illusory orb. He is dead.
Merit.
The Dire heroes, the rest of them, you know, not really putting any pressure on the map in return. Let's have a look at the net worth. Karaoke Nights, despite dying 4 times, is still on top, impressively enough. Pop Musk of Madness. There we go. Okay. I'm chilling. It's not even like he doesn't even have the panda.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Very
under
unfortunate. Tier 2 neutral items coming for both teams. We see everything for Killer for the Radiance with the Dragon Scale for the Dire.
attack. Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
Lycan probably wanted to hold that Dragon Scale. Really good for hitting towers. Which is obviously what Lycan likes to do as well. 18 damage per second on towers. That's really fucking good. Jesus Christ. Victory Net's just kind of... dude. Alright, he's microing them properly though. He's not going to let them run to the tower and die, so... For the healthcare, keeping the lane pushed in. No Radiant heroes are responding right now. Radiant instead are going to go for a pick off onto Mr. Mixie, and they're going to get it just like that, right?
Radiant's bottom tower
God, he
is
dies
under
quickly.
attack.
This is, you know, a team with magic damage versus a team with all physical damage like last game. The difference in their ability to kill a Terrorblade. Killer Jack has Blink. He should be able to
Radiant's
kill
courier has been slain
Universal
in
Healthcare
cold.
here. This is when you Blink Lasso, after he pops the Shapeshift. Alright, he fucks it up, but... whatever. And what's that gonna do, Migetsu?
Prize.
What's that gonna do? I spoke about
Radiant's top tower is in
effective
danger.
spellcasting last game as, you know, the key to being able to play with low net worth as a support. When you cast Phantom's
Radiant
Embrace
should look to
on a
their top
target
tower.
that can freely attack and move with 800 move speed, you're wasting 120 mana. You know, you're giving him gold. Your spell goes on cooldown for no reason. If you do that in a team fight, and the team fight immediately becomes harder. Luckily, it was only a small skirmish, but... Unfortunately, for Universal Healthcare, he's going to get level 12 and the level 2 Lycan ulti while it's on cooldown. So that's not ideal. Usually you want to get it while it's off cooldown, so you can immediately go run at someone with level 2 ulti. What the fuck is this? Is this going to work? They don't... It's not like they kill it quickly. I think okay, either Karaoke Nights is playing well and he's only Dream Coiling when Dark Pact is on cooldown, or Antichrist is unaware of the fact that he can Dark Pact off the Dream Coil stun. Gungu will miss the hook, that's going to give Antichrist the opportunity to run away and start regenerating up. Migetsu will get the Soul Bind out before he dies. And these Radiant heroes just insist on hitting Roche, even though they do it really slowly. Ganku's going to get lucky, and he's actually going to hook the bear out. This Radiance is doing a lot of residual damage to the Dire, but it might not be enough, as Mr. Ogre is just going to get chopped down by this Lycan. Antichrist now going to overextend and get picked off by Gangu and Never Lucky, who does get the ulti out, but perhaps not in time, as the Radiant heroes have just got him in a complete
To elude me.
pincer. And now they say, hey, our team's actually good at taking Roche. Roche is at like 40% HP. Thank you for the free Roshan. Why did they... I wonder why they thought they could do Roshan in Radiance.
Immortality.
They give Aegis to the Puck. Pretty good choice, I'd say. Man, like him with that level 3 network. Just Necro Book.
Bottom tower is
Just
under
fucking
attack.
chopping down that PL. PL really squishy with just Radiance, right? Technically, it gives effective HP against right clicks because it gives the mischance. But you're much lower in armor than you usually would be on a PL. Your illusions don't even do that much damage because they don't get the diffusal damage. They don't benefit from like the raw damage that Radiance grants you. Killer Jack with the Blink on Carrion Knights. It doesn't quite manage to cancel the Blink of the Firefly. Dire are going to get the T2 tower since the outpost is opened up. Universal Healthcare now with the Shapeshift. He does get pounced on. Did Universal... I think Antichrist killed the Necro Book, and that's what killed him? That's exactly the case. Mr. Meeseeks now trying to get out with the Sunder. Self-Soldier swashbuckling in despite being extremely low on health. He'll pay the price. Mr. Meeseeks now getting slowly chopped down by the Radiance of Mr. Roga. What the fuck is going on in this game? This shit is out of control. Fight after fight of just completely random ways to die popping up for the heroes. Antichrist dying to Last Will, you know. Stealth Soldier just kind of swashbuckling in on no health. And now Radiant looking like they're going to be able to get their own tier 2 in return.
Structures are fortified.
Antichrist not effectively thinking about how we can effectively create pressure on the map. 2 heroes are dead. You have vision of these 2. You could be hitting this, if you don't want to fight, you could be split pushing right now. Puck's getting pretty low, by the way. They've gotten the hook onto Killer Jack, so they're going to be able to pick him off. This Ogre, he's low enough on mana to the point where he doesn't quite have mana for the doppelganger. He will barely get it up now. He doesn't even use it, despite being 1 hit away from death. He will barely make it out. Antichrist now, it's only a level 1 leap, so he doesn't quite get another one, but it is enough to kill off the Lycan, but he will pay for it with his life. 3, 4, 2. For the Dire. What the fuck is going on? I'm having trouble keeping up with this game. Getting lucky. How is the bear dying so much?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, part of it is that Savage Roar is like a bad spell now. It's so bad now that it doesn't custom both heroes. Mr. Meeseeks actually gets a nice position on occasion lucky. Perhaps you want to be sundering the... Perhaps you want to be attacking the bear and then sundering the hero. This feels like a really fast way to, like, yeah, just reverse gank yourself. The upside is the Never Lucky's not going to have bear up when he respawns, so there is that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But yeah, not the most effective way of engaging like that. Just like we talked about effective spellcasting, effective attacking is important for carries. Killer Jack's gonna get a lasso onto Stealth Soldier, does result in pick off. Antichrist and Mr. Ogre gonna go onto Gangu, and now Karaoke Knights, Jesus, getting pretty low. He does have another blink up. He's gonna go down in order to juke them, and he will make it out. Universal Healthcare pushing the wrong lane, unfortunately. Pushing this lane does not result in an objective, pushing this lane does. You also need to fucking hurry up and take this outpost. Now Mr. Ogre working on that defusal. Okay, so going Radiance and then back into defusal, interestingly enough. If I were to buy Radiance on PL in 2020, what would I buy afterwards? I'm legitimately trying to think critically about what I think would be good to do. And I think it's just Abyssal.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I
attack.
think you just go Abyssal. Maybe Manta. But probably not. I think just Abyssal or BKB. Yeah, BKB is also good. Yeah, BKB is pretty good. Far out, BKB is pretty good this game. Yeah, I mean, eventually Puck will get Ags, actually.
Silence. I'm out.
Who fucking cares? It's fucking Radiant's PL. Why bother thinking about it? It's bad. Dire are now positioning in order to take advantage
Is under attack.
of this bottom tier 2. Antichrist is using the Shadow Blade to get the pants onto Carrier Knights, but it's not going to be enough for the kill. Kangi's going to hook Universal Healthcare out, seemingly by mistake. Stealth Soldier now going for the roll. Perhaps a bit late. Occasionally Lucky is in the tree line. He does send out the bear. Are they going to be able to figure out where he is in order to pick him off? A Freeman Dreamcall on the back lines. Mr. Fucking what's his name? Ogre is going to break it. They do find occasionally Lucky. Stealth Soldier's going to get taken down with the man up. And now Universal Healthcare is going to get pinned down by the Cyclope. Mr. Meeseek's going to be the one who has to clean up here, as he's actually the only one on the dial left alive. Antichrist looks like he's going to be able to get away. He's going to get the regen on the Shadow Dance. He can just pounce. Stop chasing. They do end up getting the tower, but it does go in the way of the Radiant in terms of gold. All the Dire core is just seemingly overcommitting. Karaoke Knights has to understand that the Panga ultimate had already been committed by the time he used Dream Coil, so there's like no one who can, even if it is a good Freeman Dream Coil, and even if the PL does break it, there's no one who can follow up. So it's really hard to take advantage of it. PL does do him a favor and break it though, interestingly enough. That certainly alleviates the issues that the Puck has in a team fight like that. In a situation like that, I should say. So Ganki's built a Blade Mail on the Pudge. It's a pretty fucking atrocious Blade Mail game, if I say so myself. You need you need 4 staff to save your teammates from Slark. You don't want to commit Hook to save your teammates from Slark, so you need to buy 4 staff. Carrick Knights has a Dagon now, so I'd say that will give him the ability to pick these heroes off, but...
Silence.
Oh geez, 27 minutes is neutral items for both teams. Quickening Charm for Dire and same for Radiance, also an Orb of Destruction. Feels like Lucky's been working on this MKB for 20 minutes. I mean, he pretty much has, right? Man, he's really struggling to take out these TB illusions. That's the thing, the TB illusions are trading really favorably right now. Universal Healthcare for with a Basher. Hopefully looking to build an Assault Cuirass next.
Oh, that's quite nice actually.
Hero can take nice advantage of the attack speed with the Basher and the armor against these heroes. Carrier Knights is going to get Yules up. While they get the pick onto Megetsu, it looks like they're having trouble withstanding some of the damage from the rest of the Radiant. As Stealth Soldier will die, but as Universal Healthcare comes in, it will give them the opportunity to get 2 more pickoffs. Mr. Ogre now runs in by his lonesome. He's dead. And a big net worth jump for the Dire team. And a big opportunity for a lot of tower damage here. And also Never Lucky has no bear. So I know 4 heroes are dead, but really 5 heroes are dead because there's no bear for the lone druid. And you know, Grimstroke respawns, it's like, okay, there's 4 heroes. I mean, there's 4 heroes dead, yeah. But it's not enough to help defend against this Manta Skadi TB. This guy's fucking massive. They can get bottom very easily, I think. They have Dream Coil up, so they can easily fight again inside the Radiant base, I think. They're going to be without their Pudge, but I don't think it matters. At the very least, they can get the tower. Yeah, sure. Come on, guys. No pussy. Oh, Metamorphosis runs out. Okay. I'm wrong. They're going to pay the price here, it looks like, as the bear does come out from Never Lucky. But another nice coil from Carrier Knights. Could it be enough? It looks like it's going to be enough to keep his claws alive. Whether it's going to be enough for any return pickups. Looking like a no. But damn, check out the fucking Dagon upgrade. He's gonna look to fucking zap some kids. 280, 280. This is 560 plus 600, so that's 1180 magic damage. Minus 25% from innate magic resistance is like 900 damage. 900 magic damage? It's really not that much. Feels like you need a veil. Damn, it's almost all of this Grimstroke's health though. He has no braces. And you know, for a PL with Radiance, it's not like you're really farming particularly fast. I mean, Diffusal is really a better... It was a lasso, okay? It was a lasso. It was a lasso, so fair enough. But, Diffusal is like a better farming item on this hero because the whole thing with PL is that illusions are a short duration. So it's like Naga Siren where... Or I guess Naga Siren's not a good example anymore. But it's not like other illusion heroes, right? Where the illusions are long duration, so you can just send the illusions into a camp, and the Radiance plus the illusion damage will be enough to finish the camp, right? PL's illusions just don't work like that. So all the Radiance, you know, on the illusions just stack. Like, the Diffusal actually helps you clear camps faster. Dude, how the fuck does this happen? Your fucking Lycan dies, and you fucking immediately run top to where he died, to where you know there are Radiant heroes. You can flame me for missing kills like that, but these kills should not be given away, come on. And you're there without your TB. Your TB's fucking top of the day. Look at your net worth compared to your cores. If you're playing away from your cores, and you're a Pango or a Pudge, like, what are you doing? Why would you ever be away from your cores? Your cores, like... Literally all you want to do is be around your cores. I don't know why that's so hard to understand. You know, like, you're not some one-man or even two-man, like, ganking machine. The puck is the most reliable lockdown you have. Go run around with your puck and you can be the three-man ganking squad. You can let these cool split-pushing heroes go alleviate pressure or apply pressure, where you go around killing fuckers. But don't just run around as fucking how much net worth total, right? 12,500? 12,500 total net worth. What a fucking joke. You could run up to this lone druid who's even in net worth with you and he just fucking destroy you both. Man, I'm fucking mean. Jesus Christ. Is Antichrist building Nullifier? Is that what I'm seeing? He's got Sacred Relic? But he doesn't have a Helm of Iron Will? So he's only queuing up Sacred Relic?
Killing spree.
This is exactly what I mean! But remember I was saying it's a recurring pattern that people repeat the same mistakes? Pango and Pudge, run top and die. Pango and Pudge, respawn, run bottom, one of them immediately dies again. Guys, you gotta fucking relax. You gotta take a second to think about what's actually happening in the game. Dire, even with the pickoffs, Dire are still getting a lot of pressure on the map right now, right? 2 lanes pushed in. It's not like the Pango is really having much game impact right now anyway. Metamorphosis popped from TB, he's going to be able to shred the bear. A Dream Coil onto no one in particular, but they are going to get a pick off onto the Slark. The Scardy's going to be enough to slow down the battle rage enough to get the kill. Now Lycan moving forward, he has a full Abyssal and Mr. Roga by his lonesome. He's not going to be able to defend this. The only other buyback they have is the Slark, who looks like he doesn't want to pop it. Even though this is like his last chance to win the game, pretty much. Alright, he'll finally pop it. But whether it's going to be enough, not looking likely if he gets you guys to Gangu here, who overcommits himself and ends up paying with his life in exchange for nothing. Me6, however, looks like Universal Healthcare wants to take bot racks. Do they have vision of this DD rune? Oh jeez, not quite. It's Radiant who do, but it's not like they can use it. Karaoke Knights is going to blink in, and he's low on mana, but it's not really going to be a factor as they will get the kill onto Mr. Roga. The Antichrist aren't going to die, committing to a fight without ultimate, one of the classic rookie mistakes on Slark. This is easily going to be Megas for the Dire.
Barracks are under attack.
Another, like, just completely ineffective use of
Radiant's
the
bottom
Phantom's
barracks
Embrace
has
there.
fallen.
Does almost result in a lasso,
Radiant's
but
bottom
not quite.
barracks
And
are
this
under
will be the Megas.
Dire's bottom
Necro Book's
tower
even back
is
off
under
cooldown,
attack.
so.
Bottom barracks has
And I mean, the Slark and the PL, you know, they're still dead. There is a bear. If they kill the bear here, the bear's going to be dead for another 100 seconds. Kill the bear. Just pop a Bissell and keep running away. Pop a Bissell and run away. Pop a Bissell and run away. Well, he pops a Bissell into the LD, actually. This is risky, though, and you see exactly why it's risky. Because it costs your Puck and your TB their lives. Karaoke Knights does, however, buyback. It looks like he wants to end the game right here as he gets a free-man Dream Coil. Perhaps not being able to effectively communicate with Mr. Mystics what he's trying to accomplish with the buyback, however.
Impossible. By whose hand?
As he kind of just TPs in, commits his ultimate for nothing. Actually, he gets Megetsis, that's nice, but not really accomplishing much outside of that. I agree with Karaoke Knights though. If TB buys back, you can just win. You can just let it end. But you know, you can also play it safe. Nothing wrong with playing it safe, but that needs to be, you need to make that decision before one of you commits buyback.
A prize.
You have Megas, and this team really lacks wave clear, so you know, feel free to just let the Megas build up. Stuff's just working on a basher.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Wants to follow in Daddy Lycan's footsteps. Working on a BKB now. Still would like to see an AC, especially with the Deso. Minus armor is a nice thing to have, especially against these really low armor heroes. PL, like we said, behind in the agility items because he built this Radiance, so not having as much armor as he could. And very low HP, I'll say as well. Doesn't go for the health talent of 15, which is so much better than this awful talent. Same for Phantom Rush range. I mean, 4% juxtapose damage compared to like 400 Phantom Rush range. I mean, it's no contest. I don't know what else to tell you. You could have looked up a guide or something, Mr. Origo. Occasionally, Lucky's going to be the one to build an Assault Cuirass for the Radiant. In fact, actually, we now see tier 4 items come out from both teams. Havoc Hammer being the first one for the Dire. Probably, yep, we're going to put that on the Lycan. 30 damage and 18 strength is fucking nice. And the activated ability is actually quite strong too. It does a lot of damage. 275 plus, in this case, 150. That's a lot. That's just like, that's more than like most heroes maxed out nukes. It's giving you more damage than Puck's nukes give. I mean, Dire, there's no way Radiant can contest this Roche. They just physically cannot get the waves pushed out far enough to be able to contest Roshan. Aegis goes on to Terrorblade. Dire just forget that they've taken Roshan before, so they just forget that there's a cheese. Thankfully, no Radiant heroes are outside the base. If any Radiant heroes were outside the base right now, right, like they would be dead. Not a good place to be right now, outside the base. They're doing good. Okay, good job putting a sentry up in the mid lane and bottom lane. You know, you can spot wolves coming in. There is potential for, you know, 4 heroes like Prince of Travel onto wolves and backdoor the Ancient or something in this game. That would be pretty funny. Dream Coil onto the PL. He's not going to be able to doppel walk away, and he's going to break the leash in order to heal himself and buy back. Now Terrorblade, he's soulbound, but they're not getting any spells off into it. Antichrist is going to be able to pick off Stealth Soldier on the back line, but now PL goes in without buyback, and he's going to just completely melt to the heroes of the Dire. A Dismember comes out onto Antichrist on the Slark. He's going to get taken out now. Mr. Meeseeks, I mean, with the Terrorblade, he's just laying into the Radiant heroes right now, who are all dead except for the lonely Batrider. GG does get called. Congratulations to Dire. Well done, fellas. Very well done. An interesting one for sure. if you're watching the stream, don't go away just yet, because this is the part where I tell you that next week of the Dota 2 Community League is going to be double points. Week 6, it's the mid-semester break. It's double points. Still the regular 2 games, but next week it's going to be double points. So if you've only played in 1 or 2 rounds, you know, and you feel like you've fallen behind, or if you haven't played any games in the league at all so far, and, you know, there's not much chance for you to make some money, you can come in next week and you can play for double points, and you can have a better chance. So come play next week in week 6. Earn double points. To those of you who played this week, I'll have the highlights video. I'll have the points. Thank you for playing. This week was great. Reverse Captain's mode was a very fun experiment. I think we're going to have to do that again in a few more weeks. Next week's game modes, all that will be announced soon. Remember, double points. Double points, double points, double points. I can't stress enough. Come play next week. It's double points. Holy shit, double points. It's going to be fucking mania. I've been Nutrismell. This is the Redacted University Esports Club Dota 2 Community League. I'll see you next week for week 6, where it's double points.